Hello, good afternoon. My name is Carlos Bañado. I'm happy to be presenting our company for the first time here in the Mesa. We all know about this. So our company is focused on the development of in vivo interleukins for in vivo use. We do everything all the way up from cell line development up to finished product for a couple of interleukins. We do this and includes cell line development, process development, scale up, GMP manufacturing, fill and finish, quality control. We do most of this in-house, but we also outsource part of the work, but we have a strict control of the whole process. Our objective, our business objective as a company is to develop partnerships that wants to use our interleukins as adjuvant use in their cell therapies. Our leadership team has about 25 years experience on the field, leading with cytokines. We have GMP manufacturing sites from where we produce the old high-dose IL-2 for hundreds of patients, and we delivered from there above 65,000 doses of IL-2 to patients in Latin America. The way we relate with our customers is based on true partnership, close partnerships, where we customize the development according to each customer needs. This is our board of directors. They bring a large experience in cytokines, a large experience in the pharmaceutical industry. I bring 29 years in the sector as well, in different roles, different positions, and different countries. And the question is, why interleukins? Why to work and focus a company in compounds that has been discovered 40, 50 years ago? Can we add value? Can we bring something new to the table? And I believe the answer is yes, with the much better knowledge that we have today on the understanding of how interleukins work and the arrival of a lot of new cell therapies. I think there is a huge potential for interleukins in the treatment of autoimmune diseases, oncology, and in combination with cell therapies. So we've been working with a lot of enthusiasm in several projects in the field. 2 projects with a low-dose IL-2, 2 projects with IL-15. With the low-dose IL-2, there is probably the biggest potential is when combined with other cell therapies like NK, TILs, Tregs. We already have a partnership around Tregs where our partner is using our low-dose IL-2 and is combining with a CTLA-4 antibody for the treatment of ALS. We also have a partnership with the same company as a standalone product to treat neurodegenerative conditions. Regarding IL-15, and due to its mechanism of action, regulating the activation and proliferation of NK and T cells, it has become a very interesting target for immune oncology. And we have here a pretty advanced product where we were able to produce several batches at milligrams scale, which is enough for clinical trials where patients will receive micrograms of those. And we are about to file an IMPD in Europe with the European Research Center for the first in-human clinical trial as a proof of concept in a solid tumor indication. If everything goes well, we will be starting this trial by Q1 next year. With IL-15, we also have fusion protein. This is the IL-15 attached to a monoclonal antibody or a fraction of an antibody. And this is an interesting example of collaboration where our partner were trying to develop this compound. They failed. they came to us, and in less than a year, we were able to deliver product for non-GMP product for proof of concept in vitro studies. We are now working as partners. We co-own the rights of these projects, and we are working on the proof of concept and the non-clinical package. Regarding IL-2, as you all know, probably there is a long history with this drug, with a rise, a fall, and a revival in the last years. The IL-2 was discovered in the 70s as a growth factor for T cells. It was the first cytokine clone in 1883. In the 80s, it was evaluated in several oncology indications, and lately in the 92 was approved by FDA in renal cancer and melanoma, being among the first biological drugs using recombinant technology that was launched in the US market. But unfortunately, due to the high doses, there were a lot of severe toxicities, and the use of IL-2 in this indication started to decline. But at the same time, in the 90s, new roles of IL-2 were investigated beyond the stimulation of effector response. In 95, there was a study in mice lacking IL-2 that were supposed to be immunodepressant that show instead development of autoimmune diseases, confirming the dual function of IL-2 with Tregs mediated regulation of immune responses. And then in 2011, the first clinical trial with a low dose IL-2 was published. This was in hepatitis C vasculitis. Opened the door of a world of opportunities for a low dose IL-2. If you do a simple search in clinicaltrials.gov today, you will get back about 230 clinical studies with low dose or ultra low dose IL-2 in hematology, in solid tumors, central nervous system, autoimmune diseases, inflammatory diseases, and others in different type of cell targets and different ways of administration as monoproduct or as a combination with small molecules, with MABs, with vaccines, with engagers in different doses, and even with modified versions like pegylated versions or liposomes or even albumin binded to IL-2. So in this new era of IL-2, we have a low dose development, and we are targeting to partner with different cell therapies like NK, TILs. We have a partnership with Koya around Tregs. Koya Therapeutics license our low dose IL-2, and they are developing as a monoproduct a product for Alzheimer's disease, and they also license our low dose IL-2 to be used in combination with their CTLA-4 antibody to treat amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. This is the Koya 302. So all this partnership with Koya goes across different indications and different diseases, but all related around Tregs and the way Tregs or the role Tregs play in the neuroinflammation and neurodegenerative diseases linked to this inflammation. So where we are here, we have the proof of concept complete. Koya intends to file an IND in Q1 2024, and right after acceptance of FDA of this IND, we will start a phase 2 clinical trial. So why partnering with us? So we have a portfolio of low-dose IL-2, IL-15, to partner with cell therapy companies, that will, of course, have a therapeutical and clinical advantage when doing that. But also they will have a business advantage. We can work with a product differentiation through dosing or through formulation and probably generating new IP around this. We can secure supply. The situation of IL-2 will be probably complicated in the next years, so the supply will be for sure an issue. And time to market, because we are one of the most advanced low-dose IL-2 and IL-15 in terms of CMC development at least. So I think pretty much on time. So this is my contact. I'll be here the whole week, so if you want, you can reach me out. Wish you a nice conference, and thank you very much for listening.